Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, and a very, very happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everybody. On this occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi, I want to talk about Ganpati, of course. Now, Ganpati is often seen as the god of beginnings, the one to whom every prayer first turns to. But his place in the esoteric map of the mind and the creation is more precise and far reaching. Vinayak is born of Ma Parvati alone, shaped by the power of the Devi, the quantum field of pure potential. In that story, she creates him without Shiva's participation, which is to say, without the consent of the subconscious mind. If we say Shiva is the subconscious mind, she creates Ganpati without the consent of Shiva and without the consent of the subconscious mind. He is fashioned by the feminine field, the generative energy that needs no partner to bring something into being. So Vinayak becomes the sentinel at her chamber, the presence that guards the threshold between the inner potential and the outer forms. When Shiva returns, he sees a force that he does not recognize. The subconscious mind cannot make sense of what the quantum field has created without its agreement. It acts as it always does when confronted with the unfamiliar. It strikes it down, and Vinayak is slain. This is the hidden truth behind so many of our efforts to manifest. We touch the quantum field in meditation, we sense its boundless openness, we plant visions and desires in its soil. Yet, when those seeds approach the threshold of life, the subconscious is the one that resists. It does not recognize them, and so it blocks, it dismantles, even kills what was created by the quantum field alone. That is why so many dreams die before they take the first breath in this world. The subconscious is the gatekeeper, and it does not allow entry to what it has not agreed to. Now, Ma Parvati sees that Vinayak is slain by Shiva and she's furious. Ma Parvati's fury forces Shiva to act. He restores the child, replacing the lost head with that of an elephant. The boy returns, and his return is not quiet. He is elevated, made the leader of all the ganas, the countless categories of beings. In this gesture, the subconscious does more than reverse its action. It crowns what it once resisted. The same mind that can destroy can also restore. The same subconscious that blocks can also celebrate. And when it is convinced of the value of what the quantum field has brought forth, it grants it a seat of power. In this way, the myth encodes the precise teachings. Nothing created in meditation will come alive until the subconscious accepts it. But once it does, it raises that creation to permanence. That is why Ganpati is remembered first. He is not simply the remover of obstacles, as the priests might explain. He is also their creator. If what emerges from the quantum field is not aligned with the patterns and beliefs of the subconscious, it stands as the obstacle. If it is aligned, he becomes the one who clears the way. He is both. He is the gatekeeper, the threshold, the law that no manifestation can bypass. To pray to him first is to recognize that without his consent, nothing passes from potential into reality. The name Vinayaka carries this origin with it. V signifies without, and Nayaka refers to the male principle. He is the one brought forth without the contribution of the masculine, the child of Devi alone. Similar to the story of Jesus, who too was born without a male intervention, slain, raised again, and made Lord over all. Both reflects the same archetypes. The creation born directly of divine potential, rejected by the structures that cannot yet recognize it, and then exalted once those structures are transformed. Ganapati, lord of categories, presides over the architecture of the mind. Categories are the way perception arranges itself, the divisions and distinctions by which experience is organized. To master categories is to govern how reality itself is held in consciousness. It does not merely guard thresholds of temples and homes, but the threshold of perception. What the mind allows, what it groups, what it recognizes, all belong to him. His form reveals these teachings in layered details. The elephant head is more than a mark of resurrection. It is the image of the mind, vast enough to hold memories and wisdom, steady enough to endure, strong enough to break through obstacles. His broken tusk recalls the sacrifice required to bring knowledge into the world, a piece of himself offered to inscribe the scriptures. The mouse beneath him is the symbol of the ego, small, restless, and hidden in the dark. Left alone, it consumes without end. Yet beneath him, it becomes a vehicle. The serpent at his waist is the subconscious made orderly, the kundalini coiled and disciplined. The sweets in his hand are the fulfillment of aligned creation, the reward for union between potential and acceptance. Everything in his iconography circles back to the same truth. Creation is layered. The conscious mind may imagine, the quantum field may generate, but without the subconscious as companion, nothing will endure. Ganapati is the mark of this alignment. His presence explains why effort alone is not enough, why visualization without inner agreement dissolves, why intentions fall apart when deeper patterns have not been changed. The subconscious is the deciding ground, and Ganpati is its image, its reflection, something that stares back at the subconscious. This is why meditation must include more than contact with the quantum field. It must reshape the subconscious to accept what is created in the quantum field by the mind, which is by the conscious mind. It must reshape the subconscious to accept what is created. Repetition, visualization, ritual, belief, all these serve one end, to bring the subconscious into alignment. Once the subconscious is convinced, what was imagined takes on life. That is why every invocation begins with Ganpati. It is not superstition but recognition that nothing begins until he allows it. To see him esoterically is to see that he is with us constantly. He is present whenever we attempt to change our lives in any way. He's present when the subconscious resists and the creation falls away. He's present when the subconscious yields and the creation thrives. He's present at the door of every threshold, asking for alignment before passage. The story of his death and resurrection repeats itself endlessly in our lives. We imagine something new. The subconscious is not aligned with our imagination, and therefore it rejects our imagination and it dies. We persist. We reshape the inner pattern. We convince the subconscious, and what was once lost breathes again. Then it is no longer fragile, but enthroned, made stable, accepted into the kingdom of the mind. Ganpati embodies this cycle. He is both the test and the triumph, the reminder that destruction is never final when restoration is possible through alignment. That is why devotion to him has endured so deeply. He is close to human struggle, not distant or abstract. He is the intimate face of the threshold between desire and fulfillment, between vision and reality. To honor him is to acknowledge that beginnings are sacred because they require consent from the deepest part of us. Without that consent, nothing moves. With it, everything flows. Ganpati is the child and the king, slain and the resurrected, obstacle and the remover of obstacle, the one who blocks even Shiva until the pact is made. He is the living symbol of the law of manifestation itself. No creation enters the world unless the subconscious agrees. Ganpati is the key to that alignment, the crowned guardian of the threshold, the lord of categories through which all perception passes. To know him is to know the rhythm of creation and resurrection that governs every act of bringing the unseen into form. So let's honor him not only in these 10 days but beyond them as well. Ekadantaya vidmahe vakratundaya dhimahi tanno danti prachodayat. Thank you very much. Also, if you want to explore more such esoteric concepts, you can pick up my book. It is called SWARAUM, Mystic Metaphors from Indic Scriptures, and it's available on Amazon, Flipkart, all over the place. Please do pick it up. It's nice and chunky, and it has a lot of things that you will definitely enjoy if you have watched this video till the end. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Namaste.